This is iLLANOiZE Radio with Biko, iLLANOiZE Jones, and Pretty Riot. Going down right now.
This ad is sponsored by Blue Vodka. Blue is all-natural, fruit-infused vodka-based liquor. It's bold, delicious, and dangerous. Please drink responsibly. Now, to this ill talk.
Let's get it.
Let's get into it.
Is paying for performance slots worth it for an upcoming artist? That is the ill talk for today. And this topic, it touches home.
It touches your heart.
Yeah,
Right.
it
Go
touches,
ahead,
it
talk.
touches home.
Let the people know, because
You know.
got. I see you want to really want to express yourself.
I ain't tearing
He
up.
catching flashbacks when they try to
I
$500
am.
to perform.
I am catching flashbacks,
What?
but I just feel like you, as an artist, you should not do pay to play. I mean,
Pay to play or play to
it's
perform?
still considered as pay to play.
Okay.
I'm just saying it in the short term.
Okay.
That's a long ass
Yeah.
way to say it. So,
Promote.
I would not suggest any artist to do pay to play. It's so many other things you can do with your money. You can invest your money into so many other things instead of paying to perform. Number one, I hear a lot of people say they rather pay, if it's a big name on a bill, like a major act. But at the end of the day, even when you do that, what do you gain from that?
Exactly.
You may not even get to see that big artist or take a
meet them,
picture with that
or
artist.
Get to politic with them
At
or anything
all.
like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, I understand that. You feel me? I don't mean to cut you off.
No,
'cause
go
I know
ahead.
you're an artist.
No, go ahead. Let's talk, my brother.
I think to a certain point, an artist should pay to perform.
Okay, state your
Because
reason.
if it's different when the promoter come to you and asks you to perform.
Okay.
I don't think if we come to somebody and we look, we want y'all to send us some music, play some music, and we want you on our stage, shit like that, stuff like that. Like if we come to you, look, we messing with you genuinely.
Mm-hmm.
It is a respect thing. And if we was charging for anything and we came to you, then we not charging you. But if you came to us, it's a difference because you're not on our radar like that to even get on here. At the same time, we paid for this venue. You feel me? People coming to you like, picture, today, we got a show tomorrow. Hey, bro, can I perform on y'all stage? Well, yeah, you could perform on our stage, but, it's a budget. What you trying to, get on last minute?
Nah.
But at the thing,
I disagree, Jones.
Because
I really disagree.
you got to think about it. A lot
I
of people,
disagree.
if you have the money to do what you need to do, you feel me? You'll do it.
But
You feel me?
money ain't
Everything.
everything.
Look, no.
my
I'm
brother.
saying if you promoting and you know what you're doing in the process.
But
But if you
So-
come in, because I paid to open up for some people before.
But as a promoter or event curator, I'm gonna say event curator because that's what I do. Now, this person pay you money. I'm strictly about talent.
Right.
So now, say I take this person money and he opens, do whatever. A whack performer can kill your crowd. Not only
Period.
that, the money is not always about the money.
can I?
At
Even
all.
even with the money, you don't. Go ahead.
Can I? Okay, because I really disagree. I really don't think artists should be paying to perform, period, point blank. At the end of the day, coming from, on Biko's standpoint, from an event curator side, I need talent. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, the show don't go without the people that need to perform. So what do I look like saying, okay, I got a showcase. It's $500 to perform, though. That to me, that's just backwards.
Even if you had a talent.
Now, if I'm somebody, if it's, I feel like it's a little bit different when you get into big name artists. If I'm saying, okay, you got a chance to open up for Chris Brown, you might have to pay for this spot. But on a local level,
I'm not talking about local levels. I'm not talking local levels.
I think we was talking about,
We was talking
the
about
question
local.
was upcoming artists.
Like,
Jones.
I'm not-
Maybe
I'm
you
not
should open
charging-
your ears and listen.
I'm not charging nobody to hold on.
Go keep going, bro.
I'm not charging nobody to perform at Refuge. You feel me? I'm not charging.
But
Somebody
that's
to perform at Baseline.
but that's the thing. That's the fact of
But
the
people
matter.
do that,
People
though.
actually do that, and
Yeah,
I feel
that's-
like artists are getting scammed.
Yes.
People. I've seen instances where artists have had to not only pay to perform, but also sell a certain amount of tickets
And still not get
and
paid.
still didn't get paid from that. I feel like if I'm gonna be putting money into this, if there's a possibility that I'm gonna get money back, then there's a possibility I may pay. Okay, I put
Exactly.
$100 in the pot if I could win 1,000 by the end of the night. If I got the best performance, if it's that type of thing.
Facts.
But I'm not gonna sit up there and really pay all these people to see me when it's a lot of free showcases.
And I want to speak on that too about the tickets, because some people take that out of the extraordinary for some reason too. They look at tickets as pay to play, and it's not.
No,
so
I need you to bring a crowd with you.
It depends on the ticket too. As an artist, if someone gives you, let's say, a minimum amount of tickets, but they're offering you revenue in return for selling those tickets, that's beneficial. Now, if someone offer you tickets to sell just to perform, but you're not getting nothing back, it's really up to you to take that. But me, preferably, no thank you. Just say, hey, bro, I would rather just do it for free. Don't even offer me tickets to sell. If you want me to do this show without getting anything in return, I'll just do it for free. Don't have me do your dirty work when I'm not getting anything in return. It's not really benefiting me. I'll just do it for free. And whatever crowd I bring is the crowd I bring.
Right. But you got to think about it too. It falls up on the artist as well, because if I'm charging an artist, let's just say we had this problem at a couple art events. Mm-hmm. You give artists opportunities, and they performing and putting them on a big stage. But if you allow them to perform for free, and they expected the red carpet to be rolled out for them, they want to get 15 people in for free. You feel me? And they got a couple underage people coming in with them for trying to get them in for free too.
Okay, so nip that shit in the bud.
Even if you nip it in the bud, it's like, all right, well, if you're gonna pay some, you get 7, 8 people coming in with you. You feel me?
I feel like even if you paying, what you need 7, 8 people with entourage like that for? If you're an upcoming artist,
that's the thing. These people should. Look,
nip it in the bud. Maybe we should start knocking these artists' egos down.
That's
while
what
we
it is.
got the chance.
The egos is high.
Start knocking them down. No, you don't need an entourage of 8 people. If this is not your band, if this is not your sound people, if this is not your DJ, no, you don't need 8 people to come hop around on stage with you. We got to start nipping that in the bud.
I want to speak on ego too, because so you also, we still gonna touch topic on the pay to play,
right?
But I also want to talk about the topic of artists that want to get paid to perform, that may not have it may not be worth paying them yet. Mm-hmm. Artists need to, of course you have to understand your worth. Yes, we all have a worth. But promoters look at this. If you want a promoter to pay you $300, is it worth that?
Yeah.
Is it worth
make me $300
back? You feel what I'm saying?
Can you make me even?
Break even or something.
Can you bring me a profit?
And a lot of artists, they look at, hey, this person getting money, I could get money to perform too. Yeah, your performance, you might have a good show, you might have good music, but at the end of the day, it's still business. So
it's all about numbers.
Like, as an artist, yes, you have to understand your worth, but if you know you're not finna draw 20 plus people to that show and you asking for such and such dollars,
exactly.
And don't even do that.
And another thing with that, I think a lot of artists need to know, like, when is the okay time to do a free show. You know what I'm saying? Like,
every opportunity don't come with a bag.
Exactly. Like, period. Like, sometimes it is just about exposure. It is just about networking. Like, be able to say, all right, they not offering nothing, but I know that people that might actually come out to this show, it's going to be people that really like music. How many times have y'all been to showcases and, you see the crowd buzzing, but they came for one people, and once that one person perform, they leave. Now, it's a different type of a space or audience when you in somewhere with people that genuinely enjoy music. Damn, I actually am going to stay for the whole show because I want to get put on to some new music. That's where you gain your fans. Just because you didn't check a bag does not mean that you didn't gain something from that. And period.
I've learned, since we've been doing shows monthly, we offer a lot of artists opportunity, and it just blows my mind. The first thing that come out of a lot of these mouths is, what you paying?
What's the budget?
Like,
when you just
like, okay.
And it's like, my G, you just did a whole show that wasn't even close to what you finna do with us. You feel me? No disrespect to the other.
Yeah, no disrespect.
It's just like, we're putting you on a stage that's a little deeper, and you know what I mean? You really gonna catch waves and be able to network with good people when you come to our events. You feel me? Everybody that comes to Illinois events and performed on Illinois stage, they enjoy it.
We have our own audience that's just come out. Just
look at the artists that's been on our stages, bro.
And look at where they're going. They growing. Look at where they're going. Exactly. So taking advantage of the right opportunities.
We in a Chicago Reader recently for one of our events with Brittany Carter. We put on a couple stages, and they mentioned it in the Reader, and it's in print. So it's like, you never know who's watching you at these events. So
I think artists need to do their due diligence and do their researches on promoters.
Yeah,
promoters need to do the same thing on artists, because even if the talent is there, you feel me, even if you have a good talent, just say you got good talent coming in, they could perform good, you feel me, but people that do that, they want to get compensated. So why should I compensate you? You feel me? Can you bring in the numbers? You might be a good performer, you might be dope, but why should I pay you? You feel me? Or if you whack, You feel me? And you
And
trying
they
to
be
get
the main
paid.
ones wanting to get paid.
And it's like, dude,
what?
Because the thing is, it go by, people feel like since they have a social media
following.
presence,
I was just
that
finna
goes back
say
to our
the
last
same
or their
ill
thing.
talk.
streams is doing
That
good.
goes back to our last ill
And I
talk
mean, like,
we had.
I could almost even understand streams as wanting to feel solidified. Like, because streams, that means people's listening to my music. Social media following don't mean anything, you know, to a certain point, especially if your engagement does not match. So I feel like that whole thing, it be the people with, oh, I got a K on my followers. That mean I need bread. I need K's for real. I need no.
On the real.
No.
And now to go even deeper, before we get into our music break, South by. South by is coming up this month.
Right.
And
Next
it
week.
is a lot of pay to play going. So I just want to address this to artists, to upcoming artists that don't know, that don't have the knowledge. Exactly.
I wouldn't even do it.
I would go down to the network, but I wouldn't pay to
Exactly.
perform.
Do not pay to perform.
Honestly, too,
if it's your
because-
first South by Southwest too, don't do it.
Yeah.
Keep your money in your pocket, because all you're gonna do is, first and foremost, how you got to pay to get down there, right?
You gotta
You
pay
got to
for
pay
your
for room and
lodging.
board, right?
Right.
And then you're gonna have to pay for transportation
gotta
to get
eat.
around. You got to
right.
eat, and then you got to pay to perform. And on top of that, interviews and stuff, you may have to pay for that. So
You got a club. You want to go out. You want a network.
Exactly.
you're gonna waste your money, and then then in return, you may not see any of that come back to you when you leave South by. All that's gonna stay at
But
South
what's the
by.
point of going down to South by when you don't even have your merchandise? You don't even have
when you don't
a
have anything to
cameraman,
leave,
a
you don't
camerawoman.
leave a mark when you go down there.
You
I
gotta
feel like
capture
that's
the
when
whole thing. You feel me?
exactly. I agree with you on that, Jones. That's probably the only thing we agree on this real talk.
Look. Like, but you said it though. Like, if you go open up for Chris Brown, you
Yeah,
people willing to pay.
yeah.
That was my
That's
thing.
different.
That was my thing.
I think you was just coming from a different standpoint.
Yeah, we didn't know where you were
Yeah,
coming
you
from.
was coming from
I
like a
was trying-
promoter
I was-
standpoint. I was coming from like the
Because
artist.
even as a promoter, like if you do your due diligence on artists, you gonna know who gonna do a good, who gonna be a good, who gonna bring in a crowd or
Facts.
not. Like I go to open shows and open mics just to see who we can bring on the Let's Get Social and see who we can bring on a Ill Fest.
Yeah,
you feel me?
you're right.
We do our due diligence to find these artists and link up with them. As a promoter, you got to do that. You feel me? That's my thing. But
Scout.
I feel like people getting lazy with that too.
oh yeah,
Very.
I feel
It's
like
still
people
fun to
getting
me.
very, very, very
It's
lazy
that,
with booking people
but
for shows now.
It's really now. It's just a money game.
Yeah.
A lot of people
It's a
jump
hustle.
into
It's the new hustle.
jump into doing the events because they see it's like he said, it's a hustle, it's a money game. It's no passion behind it.
Yeah.
It's like if it's no passion behind, okay, I want to help this artist grow. I'm
I'm
just
gonna
trying
put
to
a
see
show
what
so
I can
make
yeah.
some money.
Why
Yeah.
you
trying to see how much I can
some of
make.
these lists have like 40 performers on there?
We not even gonna
Oh
get into
my
that. First of all, that
goodness.
is such a big no-no when curating shows. Like honestly, I don't think any shows should really have more than 10 artists.
Yeah, artists,
and I
if-
think even 10 is a lot. I
Yeah.
even think 10 is a lot depending on the
If-
time slot you
if
got.
you
Like,
paying-
give us a show that we can enjoy and we won't get exhausted with.
'Cause I'm in the
'Cause
back yarning.
you putting 50 people on a lineup. I'm not
You
gonna
wanna know what's
remember
crazy?
50 people.
People pay to get on those
Yeah,
shows too.
and I wouldn't even pay for that. Why would I pay to be 25 out of 50?
That's
Why?
ridiculous.
Why?
But this is the culture we live in. You know, everybody see that hip hop is a bag of revenue. So
They
artists
think
just
it's a bag.
smarten up. I mean, if it benefits you, go for it. But think before you hand that bag over.
Artists, just build your leverage. You feel me? Build your leverage. If you have leverage, you don't have to pay for nothing. Period. If you got leverage, just build it. You feel me? Build that up to the point where when you go to people, you can automatically say to them, "Look, I'm bringing this to you.
Facts.
You're not doing nothing for me." That's how promoters look at it. What are you doing for me? That's what a promoter say. If I give you this free show, what is this doing for me? Even if you're a good performer, I don't know you from a can of paint.
Big facts, bro.
You feel me? Like, what are you gonna do for me? Of course, I'm gonna tax you. This is a hustle. This is my hustle. This is how I eat. This is how I eat. You feel me? But if it's at like I was saying, like refuge or something like that, I don't pay for that
Hey,
shit.
you'll be
dog.
surprised. You'll be surprised how many
don't
artists.
Refuge,
can't throw
baseline.
them-
I'm not saying that. I'm not throwing
But
them
I-
under that. I'm not throwing them under the bus. I'm just saying like these are places you can go every day. The promoter
got
might
open
not,
mics and all types of
promoter,
things.
Yes.
The promoter might not have more followers than the artist they trying to. You know what I mean?
Woo, child, the nerve.
You're right.
You just hit-
But at the same time, if you're doing a big show somewhere and the promoter will be like, he just using me because this show finna be big and I got all these people. He don't even really rock with me. He don't support my shows or nothing like that either. You feel me? So it comes from both ways. You feel me? It goes both ways.